Hello YouTube, I am super excited to make this video today. I wanted to share with you all the extraordinary privilege that I had of being able to fly Air Canada business class signature suite from Toronto YYZ all the way to Santiago SCL. I'm sorry if my footage is a bit scarce or lacking, but if you stick around to the end, I will tell you all how I was able to book this flight for less than what you would have paid for basic economy. Now, of course, with this booking, I was able to get access to the very nice lounge. In order to get access to the Air Canada Signature Suite Lounge, you must book an international Air Canada business class flight outside of North America. And the booking must be paid with cash or an award booking with Aeroplan points under the flexible fare category. And if you're a high roller or a baller, flying with Emirates First Class will also make you eligible for this lounge, but I'm not quite there yet, hopefully in the future. So one small complaint I do have about this lounge is that you can't really see the outside planes. This is because it's situated in a weird place in the airport, so they had to block off all the view from the outside. So from the drink menu here, I'm starting off with a Tattinger Reserve Brut, and then I'll work my way to the Rose Champagne as well. Here is a snippet of the lounge. As you can see, there's the bar to my right as well as the buffet to the left. Unfortunately, I did not record the menu, but I did start off with a salmon and avocado ceviche. And then later on, I got the smoked duck with what I believe is some mushroom and some rice. Now, being in the lounge was absolutely incredible. The dining options was some of the best I ever had. The quality of the dishes were very comparable to a upscale restaurant. My personal recommendation if you are visiting the lounge is just to fill yourself up at the lounge. I promise you 100% that the food that you get in the Signature Suite Lounge is going to be better than the food that they serve you in business class during the flight. My only regret was actually just not trying enough of their options. I did leave a little bit of room to try the food on the plane, but that's a mistake I'll never make again. It is always just better just to fill up in the lounge, then get on the plane and just skip the first meal service. I promise you, you will not regret it. You won't be missing much. Oh, and their in-house ice cream was the best ice cream I ever had. It wasn't too sweet and was full of flavor. You can see in the vanilla ice cream that they actually used real vanilla bean because you can see the black specks on the ice cream as well. Before you leave the lounge, I highly recommend the ice cream. You have to try it before you leave the lounge. And as you can see here, it's just a little glimpse on how I was able to afford this flight at a very low cost. So this will be my final sip of my champagne before I'm ready to head off. But first, I want to freshen up. I'll take a shower and go to the washroom. So using my phone, this is what the bathroom looks like. It's very nice. It's very nice actually. Quite spacious. Unfortunately, I did not see a shower anywhere around this lounge. So it does look like I need to make my way down to the Maple Leaf Lounge in order to get a shower. I don't know why they didn't include one up here, but I suppose it is what it is. So I'm down here at the Maple Leaf Lounge. It took me around 3 minutes to get into the shower, but yeah, I'm gonna take a shower, freshen up, and then I'll board the plane. So here I am on the plane. As you can see, there's plenty of leg room. I am 5'11", so I can easily lie flat in this pod. Apparently, they did not do a good job of cleaning my seat, unfortunately. So here we have the amenity kit by Acqua di Parma. Overall, I think this amenity kit was alright. I really did like the earplugs. It was nice and soft, as well as the lip balm and the hand cream. I didn't really use the face mask at all. If I wanted to sleep, I would have bought my own better face mask. And the socks, I don't know if I'll ever be using the socks. I also brushed my teeth before I got on the flight. So overall, I mean, the amenity kit was okay, pretty standard stuff. But really, there's only 2 useful items in here for me. So here I do have a clip of Avianca's business class. I do like their setup better because you can fold in the tray table as well as you can push back the screen. Now with Avianca, obviously the service is not as good, but because of the way that their business class is set up, I can fully extend my legs, and because of those retractable features, I can move my legs vertically. Now browsing through Air Canada's entertainment systems. Overall, they do have a very good selection of movies and shows to watch, but I always just bring my own entertainment just in case, download it on my phone. Just because they have a wide selection of things for you to watch doesn't necessarily mean that they have the things that you want to watch. In this particular flight, Shark Tank was really the only thing I was interested in, and then I just spent the rest of my time just watching my phone. And then shortly after takeoff, we had our meal service. The food was okay, it was pretty good, but again, the signature suite is not even close, not even comparable at all whatsoever. And then of course, ending off the day, I finished off with a fruit platter. Good fruit, typical of what you expect. But yeah, overall, great experience. And just a brief look of the bathroom. Nothing really special, pretty small, but yeah, pretty standard. So now onto the reason why I was able to afford this flight. As you know, credit cards are a part of this game, and it's because of these credit cards how I was able to redeem these flights at such a high value and pay such a low cost. So you can see here, these are the two cards that I have. I have the CIBC Aeroplan base card, as well as I have the Super Premium Aeroplan Visa Infinite Privilege by TD. Now, of course, getting these cards themselves can be a challenge. There are alternative ways of getting these cards should you not meet some of the requirements. As you know, one of the big one is the income requirement. If you're not able to meet the income requirement at first, one of the methods they can do to get a premium credit card is to actually just apply for one of their base regular credit cards. And as you build up that credit limit through your applications, you can then ask for a product switch to the higher premium card. Generally, this method works fairly well in most cases. If you were to apply for certain cards outright, such as the Visa Infinite Privileges, they are going to ask for an income verification. So as of right now, for the TD Visa Infinite Privilege card, you can get an 85,000 Aeroplan points bonus, provided that you meet all of these conditions. Now, when I applied for my TD Visa Infinite Privilege, I actually had a $115,000 sign-up bonus offer. These offers changes all the time. Again, your mileage may vary. It is up to you. But as of right now, if you get this TD Visa Infinite Privilege as well as if you get the CIBC Aeroplan Visa Infinite card, that should be enough points for you to make that redemption. In my redemption, it was 77,000 points for a one-way trip from Calgary to Toronto and to Santiago, and that gave me access to the Air Canada Signature Suite. I did pay an extra 10,000 points for that flex fare, so if you take the valuation of 2 cents per point, I essentially paid an extra $200 in order to get access to the lounge. But in my opinion, it was well worth it, considering that I did have a long layover, and the food was absolutely incredible. I loved it. Another note is that I myself am a very happy American Express customer. American Express, I think, is the best credit card issuer pretty much in the world. I don't really think anyone comes close to American Express in terms of perks, benefits, rebates. The American Express Cobalt card is the one that I personally recommend. Obviously, with American Express, there is acceptance issues, but you do earn that 5 times points on drinks and eats, and that works on grocery stores. So save on foods and Sobeys. They usually accept it here in Canada, as well as the typical American Express Platinum, as well as their Gold card, and then their business card as well. Obviously, you will have to make a plan to make up for those spending requirements, but they offer very, very high bonuses. I highly recommend them. Okay, and then here I can show you the redemption that I made. You can see there, 71,400 points. It was a really good redemption. I was very proud of it. This was probably one of my better redemptions. You could probably even do better, in my opinion. I do think that I may have overpaid for my return flight. The 28,000 points is my flight for Avianca business class, and then the 48,000, nearly almost 50,000, was actually my return flight back to Calgary from Bogota. But overall, I would say this is a fairly good redemption. I'm very proud of it, and I hope to make future redemptions just as good as this one as well.